Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Blue Steel Manifestation. We have a special reading for you today. What we're going to do is question why we might be feeling stuck. So if you're feeling stuck, this is for you. If you're not feeling stuck, it still might be for you. It could be a good opportunity to kind of think about the questions you want to ask yourself when you eventually get there. So let's kind of jump into a couple of questions. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the current situation where you're at. We're going to consider what challenges or blockages are in your way that are holding you back. We're going to ask, why am I unable to move forward? So why can't you move forward? What are you unable to see? What we need to do to potentially remove a blockage, and then focus on the next steps. So it'll be a total of 6 cards, and we'll jump into it. If we need to, we can clarify. I've got the Pride Tarot deck right next to me, so if we need to clarify and I need to pull additional cards, I can go there so I have the full deck. I'm going to shuffle these. We're going to use the Robin Hood Tarot deck. So again, remember, the question is, why am I feeling stuck? So if you're feeling a little stuck in life, in your job, in your relationship, or just in general, hopefully this will help give you some ideas and things to think about and help you get unstuck. So current situation is the King of Wands. Okay, the challenge or the blockage that you could be facing is this 3 of Pentacles. So we're going to place that like that. Okay. Why are you unable to move forward? We have the 10 of Pentacles. What are you unable to see? It's the 8 of Pentacles. Are you getting a pentacle theme here? I feel like I'm pulling all pentacles. And then how can you go about removing what's blocking you? Okay, the 4 of Cups. I almost feel like those are reversed. And then focus on next steps. Next steps. 8 of Wands. Okay, so your current situation is the King of Wands. This could be, what I'm getting right away is you're running with a lot of ideas. You're just running with a lot, and there's a lot of passion, a lot of energy, and there's a lot of things. I think my intuitive feel is that all of these passions, ideas, and interests are really fire. So you've got the fire in your gut. You might be running with too many of them, though. So if you're trying to focus on too many things, that can actually kind of get in the way, because you're kind of almost jumping from one to the next without giving it the necessary time and devotion. And I think that's what this is saying here, right? So when we talk about the challenge, right? The challenge is that you've got all these wonderful ideas, but they need time. They all need time and effort. So you can't reach a fulfilling state and move something forward if you're not giving it the time. So all of these ideas are great, might be very, very good ideas and be lucrative and be exciting and be value-added ideas and initiatives and things to pursue. That could be a lot of fun. But I'm getting that it needs you to build some, to spend the time on it too, and just build it out and become a little more of a subject matter expert, and to give it the focus and attention. The 3 of Pentacles, this is all about a craft, right? He is focused and he is moving diligently, right? And he's kind of you can see he's an older person. He's definitely kind of a master of his craft. So that's what I'm getting here is I think the underlying message here is the first thought, and this is just coming to me, is pick something and focus on it, and don't let the other things on your list kind of jump ahead of it, right? And you need to be a little bit more selective and helpful in prioritizing what you're doing and what you're spending your time on. So whether or not you're going to go into this week or whatever, go into this, think about create a list and prioritize it, and focus on your highest priorities and start at the top and then work your way down the bottom, and really give it the time and attention that it needs. It's kind of that's what I'm seeing. It's really, that's sort of the blockage. You're just not giving it the time and attention. So in that context, that's what I'm seeing here. Why are you unable to move forward? And so the 10 of Pentacles is all about this is the end. This is the dream card. This is the end state. This is the having fully made it here. And so hey, why in the context of why are you unable to move forward? this could be you're too focused on perfection, right? And maybe this is focused on really like the bar is very high and you're focused on perfection instead of just doing something and trying to get it out there and get a reaction, right? Sometimes taking an action and creating something, whether it be in business or anything else, really, just giving something a shot can be the best path forward, because at least it keeps you moving. So you might be focused on doing something, but you absolutely want it to be perfect and whatever. And the reality is, like, it doesn't have to be, okay? And it'll be actually more helpful if you do something instead of doing something to try to reach a perfection state. So try to be mindful of that, okay? But what you're not seeing is that, like, you do have the skill. The Eight of Pentacles is all about like having the skill and the attention and the education and being focused and diligent. So you have the ability within you. So what don't you see? You don't necessarily see or believe, maybe is the better word, that you have the ability, you have the skill, you have everything inside of you that you need to kind of take this forward and get unstuck. So you just need to be maybe a little bit more focused and a little bit more focused on taking some action rather than the perfect action. Okay. So removing what's blocking you, we have the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is all about like kind of, he's kind of like indifferent. He's kind of lackadaisical. He's kind of like, it's kind of like a blah. It's kind of like a rainy, cloudy day. You know what I mean? Like somebody's just like, but on the same hand, like he's kind of dissuaded by these three. He's not really uplifted and feeling good about these three cups that are on the ground in front of him, and he's just leaning up against this tree. But he's looking over here. He's looking over on this side. He's not seeing this bright, shiny cup here. So, how do you remove what's blocking you is what are you not seeing? And I think you're not seeing, one, that you have the ability to do all of this, and maybe that's a little bit of it too, right? Could be the case that like what's holding you back is a little bit of I don't want to say like analysis paralysis, but it's almost like you're procrastinating because you're a little bit fearful that you don't have what it takes to do it. Okay, if that makes sense. It just kind of rolled off my tongue. So again, like these things that roll off my tongue, I tend to take them as like intuitive insights. But as far as like what's removing, what's holding you back or removing like what's blocking you, is being able to remove yourself a little bit, see the bigger picture, okay? And see like what else lies out there, what other possibilities are available that might be right in front of you. And, like maybe you're not going, these aren't exciting options, but maybe there's another option over here, okay? So see all the options that are available and ask others for their ideas. So as far as focus and next steps, this goes along with the theme that I've been kind of talking through, right? About having too many ideas, needing to give it some time. But this is about like moving. This is all about movement. Okay, so this is like, hey, get moving quickly, get moving now. Kind of get off your butt, get off your butt and get moving. Okay, stop focusing on the positive mood, but just move and just move in the direction of, if you can say that whatever you're working on, whatever's holding you back, whatever you're trying to achieve, if you're making some sort of if you're taking inspired action, as Esther Hicks will say, so if you're feeling good about it, you understand what you want and why you want it, and you feel good about those two things, then you will receive inspired, intuitive action steps or ideas. And this will be a continuous movement. And once you do that, you will start to move forward very quickly. Okay? So your focus should just be on, moving forward. Take some action, take inspired action and move forward as quickly as possible. So with that, very interesting reading. Hopefully this helps you get, quote, unstuck. Drop any questions, ideas, or thoughts down below. I'd love to hear what you folks think of this. If any of this resonates with you, I hope that it certainly does. And I'll be back again real soon.